Gamer energy courses through my veins.
You know what goes through my veins?
Dead.
Want to know what goes through my veins?
Speaking of energy, that brings us to the following sponsor, Die Hard Dice.
Motherfucking Die Hard Dice!
They really make you die hard.
Yeah,
all right.
Just ask Sonnen. Oh, wait.
Just ask Sildon. Silence.
Please say so.
See?
Wow.
As we said.
See? You heard it.
Wow, he really died hard.
Wow, he's really dead. On
All
to
right.
the next episode.
No way.
On to the next episode.
Now for the next episode where Mountain dies hard. Hey, if you're sitting at home right now
Spoilers.
and you're listening to this, everybody give us a big round of applause. We made it to episode 20.
No.
Golf clap.
This whole episode, we're going to be clapping for
This shit ain't
ourselves.
funny. A man
so we
lost
hope
his
you
life.
stick along and clap for
Yeah,
us.
man
This
lost
shit ain't
his
funny.
life. Yeah,
This
guys,
shit
come
ain't
on.
funny. A man lost his
Come
life.
on, bro. Before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know
Mm-hmm.
I love you with all my heart.
No, you don't.
And
Don't
can
lie
we
to me.
kick Grizzly out of the
These
just
past
love
few
it?
years have been the greatest years
This
of my
is so
life.
sad.
Okay, yeah, no, enough of that.
And I've been thinking about asking you this for a long time.
I don't even know this guy.
He's leaving the wharf
Who is
in
this
real
man?
life.
Will you be the diehard to my dice?
Wow.
Will you be my JRWI to your 15% off?
On the last episode, Hilltree found us, and he brought us to a horrific sight. I'm sorry, Sildon. I made mistakes and I ran. I don't know what could possibly happen next, but as always, I hope we're just going to roll with it.
Br'aad, with Stonen's unliving corpse in your arms. You were running. We were rushing towards the sewer, screaming Mountain's name. Velrissa trailing behind, extremely confused. Mountain, you are completely blacked out. Last thing you remember seeing is a strange figure running past you and fending off these cultists and then picking you up to your feet, and that's your last memory. And then you blacked out. And then Taxi. As you sit there on the dock, looking out onto the ocean, what do you do?
What time of day is it?
It's just past noon right now. The sun's a little off center of the sky.
I haven't changed at all. And I'll continue to sit, leaning slightly forward, and debating whether or not to fall into the ocean or get onto the ship.
There is no third option.
One or the other.
One or the other.
Or get back up.
Okay. Taxi. You sit there for a moment pondering, looking into the murky water below. And you hear a voice in the back of your head start calling to you. A familiar female voice. You can't really make out any words it's saying, but it seems to be speaking in sentences, and as it speaks into your mind, you start to feel sort of woozy. Your body begins to waver, and you feel the need to just close your eyes and just disperceive reality. As you do that, you reawaken, and you're sitting on top of the tallest tree. You look around, there's a forest below you. You see the wildlife moving around. You see monkeys swinging from the trees. Wolves and bears below hunting deer. Squirrels going up and down the tree trunks. Nature seems in balance here, and the wildlife is very, very vibrant. You look to your left, and you see a monkey on the branch right next to you, staring directly at you. The monkey's limbs very long. The tail itself actually twists and curves in multiple directions as it goes prehensile up and curves around the above branch. The monkey sort of cocks its head, and the female voice comes to your head once more, but this time actually audible. You seem in trouble, Taxi.
Nula?
Aye.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I don't deserve any of this.
What are you talking about, Taxi?
I'm still the same when you met me.
The monkey at this point swings over and onto the same branch as you are, and one of the palms comes over onto your shoulder. That you are the same. The same strong warrior I met in those woods.
But I'm not strong. I'm weak. I can't help anyone. I hold everyone I meet back.
You're not where you're supposed to be. You're trapped.
No.
Your place is in the forest. Your place is with the wildlife.
But why do I keep feeling like I'm still taking more life than I give?
You have struggles, but they're all in your mind. You fight with yourself more than you fought with any creature. Look around us, Taxi. And her other palm sort of waves across the land, ever expanding throughout the horizon below. You see just the wildlife once again. Even from this high above, you can pick out every single animal. You see them moving. You see the organisms just flowing along like a cycle. All of them going apart their daily lives. No interruptions. No human contact. Just the way life is meant to be. It looks beautiful.
What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to fight. Fight against the wrong. You are here for the animals. You are their protector.
I can't. I couldn't even protect a friend. Or my girlfriend. Or my mom. Every single person I meet, I always fail them.
Life works in mysterious ways, Taxi. But it doesn't always mean that things aren't going right. Lives are meant to be ended. Lives are meant to be born. Changes are bound to be made. That's how this cycle works. There's an unbalance coming. And your vision sort of changes rapidly for a second, and all of a sudden you are beast-shaped into a large eagle, with one flying beside you as you flow across the ocean. You see seagulls in the distance flying by as well, the waves rippling, and the voice once again still speaking to you as you fly. Deep below the sea, that creature, that unforsaken god, is plotting. And what he wants to do will disrupt life as we know it.
I know.
And your vision changes once again to the tree with the monkey sitting next to you. These small obstacles, Taxi, they're nothing compared to what your goal is.
Small?
Look at this in an outer perspective. Look at life itself. You are here for one reason, and that is to keep the balance of life. To save these animals, and to make sure this ecosystem isn't thrown out of balance. You are destined to defeat Ungaro. You are destined to save this world. That is what I believe and that is what I know. You may feel down now. Things may feel different. But don't let them distract you.
I can't save anyone.
That's all in your mind. You've already saved people. Right now, your friends need your help. Your companion, that half-elf, he may be gone, but not forever. Some deities are displeased with his passing. His time was not yet.
What?
Reunite with your friends. They will teach you what's to come.
What about those people I murdered?
They are gone, and there's no bringing them back now. You are not that sort of magic. Your hands lie with the animals, not common humans.
Why do I keep hurting people? And running?
There's discord inside of your mind. You can't agree with yourself, but you will with time. Overcome your fears, Taxi. Someday you will shed this skin. You will become a mighty warrior. One of the best even.
Are you sure I deserve this?
I do, I can see it in your eyes. You're different from the rest. There's a spark within you. It's been there since your birth. You're not an ordinary tabaxi.
My mother always used to tell me that.
Now go. And the memory, sort of this feeling, this reality starts to fade and warp a little bit as you start to feel weary, but the voice still stays very solid in your mind. You must go now, back to where you were. But keep your eyes out. There are others looking for you. And then you snap back awake, and you're standing on the dock, now looking at the very edge of the pier, looking out in the ocean. And you see a few seagulls in the distance fly by, off into the clouds.
I'm so sorry. I'll walk back to I'll slowly walk back towards the captain.
Okay. The captain at this point is he and a few other men are carrying large sacks of gold coins up the actual plank. He's kind of just keeping his eye out, like moving them, helping them up. Some of the sacks are very heavy. There's a lot of money here.
Does he look wealthy, or can I flip him? Can I reach out and hand him a gold piece?
As you do, he looks over you very, very questionably. No, why would you want to hand me that?
It's all I have to say thank you with.
Keep it, cat. That's yours. Every coin is valuable. No matter how rich you may think you are, or how better off you might be without it, someday that very coin right there might save your life. Keep that on you.
Sure.
I've done no service except for humanity. I've given you basic commodities. Come now. There's no need to pay me.
You're a good person. Thank you.
I wouldn't go that far, but are you feeling all right? There's some tears in your eyes.
I have to get going. I am not going to go with you, but I wish you safe travels.
I appreciate that. If I ever see you again, I'll be sure to share a drink with you maybe sometime. Raise a tankard or two.
Absolutely. Captain Run.
He kind of gives you a small bow and goes, "Safe travels."
I return
And
it.
then he hops up with the men onto the plank and starts pulling the plank off of the actual dock.
I'll try to as stealthy as I can, make it back to where I remember Br'aad was. Br'aad and Sylvan
Okay,
were.
make a stealth check.
13 plus 7.
13 plus 7?
Yeah, 20.
Okay, yeah. So you start making your way back. Let's go ahead and let's move over to Br'aad.
Okay.
Br'aad and Velrissa. Sonan still in your arms. You are currently running into the alleyway towards the entrance to the underbelly. That familiar sewer grate.
Is Velrissa right behind me?
Yeah.
Yes, but she's following, not because she agrees with you, but she's trying to get your attention. She's like trying to get you to stop almost.
I sort of just pause a second, and then I just fucking stop in my tracks.
Okay.
I don't know how closely Velrissa's following
Right.
me. I like to imagine that she smacks into me.
Yeah, I catch up to you. Do I smack into him?
I mean, probably not. You're not.
I wouldn't
You're
assume.
not unintellectual.
I wouldn't assume you to. Br'aad.
Damn. Okay,
Br'aad.
So I whip around, and
Sonan's arms flail a little bit.
I'm like, is this really a good idea? Usually someone would have told me to not do this by now.
Are you talking about holding your brother right now? Because I was trying to stop you to tell you we need to do something with his body.
No, that's fine. Look, he's okay, and I wiggle him around a little.
No, he's not okay.
No. Oh, you're right. Fuck, he's dead.
What should
That's
we do
what I
about
wanted
him?
to. That's what I wanted to say. Let's get him somewhere.
Right.
Like that isn't here.
Where somewhere? Can I make like a history check, see if I know anywhere I've seen or something that I could possibly
somewhere
put
to.
him?
That would be more like if we're in the wharf, since you've only been here as long as you've been
it
playing
wouldn't
this
be
character.
history.
That would be your own knowledge if you remember anyway.
Oh.
You yourself. Since you've only been in the wharf as long as you've
but
played.
in character I wouldn't.
Make a
For
history
sure.
check, Br'aad. How about that?
Yeah,
How about Br'aad
let's
make a
have you
history
make the
check since
history
you've been
check.
all right. Br'aad makes the history check.
To
Episode
remember.
20, Br'aad makes a history
Episode
check.
20. Yo, boys, that's a 2 minus
3.
No, wait, +1. That is a 3. What's up?
You have no fucking clue. Where do you put a dead body?
Oh my god.
Br'aad,
Oh, what about the unborner?
the what?
Do you remember when I said that in like episode 2? Okay, it's the gravekeeper guy.
Where's he at?
The graves.
Where are the graves? Are they close by?
The cemetery.
That's not what I asked. This is serious, Br'aad. We need.
I know. But I remember where they are.
Yeah, they're not that far, but they're across the way from the market street. Up north a bit through a few more streets that are quite busy at this time of day. And you're currently carrying a dead body. At this point, you hear the sound of thunder immediately erupt out of the street, the market street that you were just in, where the commotion just happened.
Taxi, not again.
Fuck you.
How many did he kill this time?
Fuck you guys.
Br'aad, did you hear that?
More casualties.
What was that?
I don't know. It seems like it came from right over there, though.
Yeah. Shall we go that way? It sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds super dangerous when I start walking.
Bro, we're kind of in a situation right now.
Well, maybe it's a commotion. Maybe it's just what we need.
Oh God. Gods.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
And I follow Br'aad.
Yeah.
As you guys come out of the alleyway into the market street and you peek that direction, you see the crowds immediately dispersing as several heavily plated armored guards are stepping down the way, led by Dominion. His sword held up into the air, blade first. There's actually lightning arcing off the sides of the blade. This blue sort of very bright lightning that arcs up and it hits the ground occasionally, making these loud thunder noises as it hits. He slams it down once more into the ground and looks around and goes, "Can anybody tell me where's the fucking cat?" And his eyes actually glow for a second, this bright blue, much like the lightning, as the anger is
turn around
seething into his
180
face.
degrees.
I walk with Br'aad.
Fuck.
That's the paladin. He's
Oh man.
he's asking for taxi.
No, he doesn't seem too happy right now.
Speaking of taxi, did you see where he went?
No, I wasn't really mentally there.
I don't think you are right now either.
What do you mean? And I start walking. I start walking across the fucking way towards the cemetery.
I painfully follow.
Like
Alright.
across the street, just like.
Alright, so you start walking across the street.
Oh no.
The crowd
God.
dispersed. Dominion's eyes immediately dart towards you.
Fucking idiot.
Oh no. Vel, I thought you were better than this.
The sword lifts once more and he goes, "Stop."
I stop.
I stop.
He stomps forward. He goes, "You three are in so much trouble." And he stops and he looks down and sees your dead brother in your arms.
You too, actually.
What happened?
You tripped.
What?
No, that's a lie.
Yes, it is. Now
We-
tell me, what happened? Why are there 2 innocent lives lost? Why is there one more on his way to the medical tent? And where the fuck is that cat?
We're trying to find the cat too.
I don't know the answer to actually any of those questions that you just asked.
What happened? You were to meet
We-
me at the castle. Where in between the graveyard and there did he fucking die?
Where did he die, Br'aad? Was it
Well,
down
we went to
below?
check out the thieves' den
Why?
to meet a friend.
You're friends with criminals.
No. Are you?
I think he was trying to get some inside information.
That's right. And so I tried to pose as a criminal myself, which I'm not. And then we got in a bad situation. Yeah, there was a blue orc. We lost Mountain too.
How
It's only been an hour. Oh God.
how do you know Mountain's gone? Did you see him? Cause he was
Oh yeah, I saw him. Wait, what was the vision? Was him getting dragged, right?
Mm-hmm.
the last I saw him. He went in there alone and left me in taxi.
The last I saw him was in a dream, and he was being dragged down a tunnel. Sorry, I messed up a small detail. I heard from my brother who is dead
So what you're saying is
that that's the
the
case.
voices in your head told you that Mountain was in trouble.
No, wait. That sounds bad. But yes, they did.
Right.
The voices in my head that sound
Can-
like my dead brother.
Can the voices in your head tell us where taxi is?
I shake Siln and I say, "You got anything on that?"
I think I've seen enough. You're coming with me.
Oh, well, is it okay if we get him somewhere safe first? We wouldn't want him getting hurt. Oh,
He's dead. That is a corpse you have in your hands.
barely.
God,
Dominion.
Someone's fucking dead for good.
Dominion, this might sound ridiculous, but
It does. Yes.
we are trying to bring him back.
You're attempting necromancy.
No. According to Br'aad, the cult in the underbelly, they can bring people back to life.
Aye, necromancy.
Possibly.
That is that is forbidden. That is not allowed.
I can say the same myself, except...
Who are you
I'm...
to say that this man who is dead belongs back into the living life? Who are you to unbalance this justification?
I follow the deity, and something's off about his death. It wasn't his time to die.
The deity? Who? What? What do you mean, the
I
deity?
follow
The deity. You haven't
Pick
heard?
one.
Are you
I
serious?
follow Ouija.
We just.
We just need to get his body to the graveyard.
Both of you are coming with me now. Back to the castle, into the dungeon, where dirt like you belongs.
I look at Br'aad.
I look at Velrissa. How many guards are there?
5, not including him.
Oh my god.
At this point, Taxi, you have made your way back to the area. You've crept through the alley, and as you peek out, you see this unfolding in front of you. You see Dominion along with 5 heavily cladded guards, all starting to now surround Br'aad, Velrissa, and the body of Silnan.
Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Right,
My thoughts
everything
exactly.
Right now. Yeah, no. This is fucking awful.
Where am I in position?
So you are currently, let me see, this is the back alley where the actual sewer grate entrance is. So you're basically right behind them, ducked into the alley, peering at them. They essentially just walked out of this alley and went across the street, and that's when Dominion stopped them. So you're very close.
What a rough week for Taxi. And Silnan, sorry, Silnan.
I think Br'aad has it pretty tough too,
Oh,
you
man.
know?
Yeah,
Taxi sure has it rough.
no. I'm behind Dominion.
You were not. You were to his right.
Alright, Taxi's gonna step out and Dominion! And put his hands up and get on the ground.
Dominion's eyes immediately dart over and goes, "That's the one I've been looking for."
Dominion.
He steps forward towards you, his feet stomping. You can hear the metal of the boots just slamming into the ground as he stomps towards you.
Well, you found him, so are we good to go?
Hold them there, don't let them move. And the other guards begin to surround the 3 of you, counting someone's body.
God, dead body is still in.
What do we do about this sticky situation, Silnan?
Dominion steps towards you. Once again, the sword in his hand begins to arc this blue lightning around the actual blade, up and down it. His eyes begin to glow this dull blue as well. As he comes towards you, the blade immediately, with a fast reaction, darts right to the edge of your neck, right before it cuts in. You can even feel the actual steel sort of almost graze into your throat. You answer me, cat, and you answer me now. Where's your justification for taking innocent lives?
Dominion.
Answer, before I slay you. Here now, blood onto these streets.
Dominion,
I might deserve that. There is never and never will be a justification for the death of innocent people. Whatever consequences you believe right to bestow upon me, I accept. But right now, those three have really important missions to achieve. To protect all of the other innocent lives. Please, whatever you do to me, let them go.
His eyes look back at them, back to the corpse of Silnan, and then his eyes come back to you.
I'll close my eyes.
Men, arrest the cat. And he steps away from you as two of the guards come up and they pick you up onto your feet and they shackle you from behind. Dominion steps back over to you, Br'aad and Velrissa. I know not why you were foolish enough to step on your own into the dangers down there, and why you feel the need to tote this body around in such a disrespecting manner. It honestly disgusts me. But for now, I will let you off. If you are not reported back to the castle tonight, however, your entire party, there will be bounties out for your head. Do I make myself very clear?
We understand.
Crystal.
We understand, Dominion.
And I high-five Silnan's hand.
You go work your death magic somewhere else, but keep it far away from me. And his eyes look over at you, Velrissa. And that goes for you especially, you devil. And then he 180s
Whoa.
and marches down the street.
Whoa.
Then the guards pick up Taxi and they sort of they aggressively guide him to follow.
I'll look
behind.
back at Br'aad.
I say into Taxi's mind, I won't step on any scorpions I see for the next 48 hours.
Taxi will smile and look away.
Also be safe.
And then as Dominion soldiers and Taxi vanish down the street, you're left here once again, standing in the middle of the street, with lots of commoners' eyes on you.
Br'aad, we have to get out of here right now.
Yeah, that was quite the holdup. Let's get going.
Let's get to the graveyard.
Let's get to the graveyard.
Rip Mountain.
Rip Mountain.
I'm really starting to understand why we're called the Five Fools.
Oh yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're just now understanding that?
Yeah, no, it's really going upon me.
I understood that episode 1 before we got the name. No, probably
At this
the clown
point-
part.
Mountain.
I don't get it.
Mountain.
Yes.
You come to the ring in your ears, still very fierce. Your vision fully just woozy. You can't focus. As you try to sit up quickly, not understanding your surroundings, you feel a very firm hand grasp you on the shoulder. Alright, calm down, lad.
I'm
Easy.
mumble in giant. Where are we? Where am I?
Different voice, not this one, actually talks to you back in giant. And it says, "You are okay now. You need to calm down. You've sustained a lot of injury."
I've got to get to my friends.
As your vision sort of comes to it and you open your eyes, you see currently in front of you the person with the hand on your shoulder. You see humanoid, but then you start to make out more of the features and realize they're not exactly a human. They're much taller, The shoulder's a lot more broader, the muscles a lot more defined. As you look towards the face, you see the lower mantle of the jaw jutting out, 2 teeth sort of erupting over the upper lip. You see very orcish features, the prominent jawbones. Other than this part of the face and the slight gray tint of their skin, you almost mistake them to just be a very buff human. The character has black hair pulled back into a single braid that falls off of their right shoulder. Fully shirtless, wearing nothing but, you see, very common brown slacks kept up by just a single thread of brown rope. This orcish figure, kind of his hand still on your shoulder, goes, "You need a rest. You're in danger."
We're all in danger. Who are you?
Aye, calm. All will be answered soon, but for now you need to close your eyes. As you look down, you see your armor has been fully doffed. There's nothing on you except for your common slacks, and you see there's several just bandages wrapped around your chest. You see burn marks, cuts, scrapes.
I just go down to touch one of the wounds and just wince.
You shouldn't do that either. You're with good company now. You're away from those cultists, those evil, bizarre people.
I should have stopped them.
At this point, as your ears quit the ring and starts to dull down a little bit more, you start to hear the background noise around you, and you hear commotion coming from very close by. You hear the sounds of tankards slamming together, lots of ruckus, people shouting and cheering. The same noise you always hear from that pit in the sewers where all the criminals stay.
Can somebody please just tell me where I am, what's happened, why you've decided to help me?
As you look around a bit more, you see you're in a very small room. There are barrels lined up everywhere, crates, and some sort of storage room right off the side of the pit. As you look around more, you see this orc in front of you, and then behind him, sitting in one of the barrels, is a elven man. The brown hair parted down the middle, falling down to the shoulders. The facial hair grizzled and very just unwell kept, very stubbly. He just seems to be staring at you right now with a grimace in his face. The orc is the one who speaks up still, though. Yeah, you're not far from where you fell. You're back down towards the common pit. We dragged you somewhere where we could heal you up. We could at least bandage you up and make sure you're safe.
But why?
Well, isn't it obvious? Any enemy of an enemy is a friend of mine.
That's fair.
I wasn't going to let those bastards take another life. That's my job. Now calm, lad. Calm, you need to rest a little bit more.
Alright. Okay. And then I just lay back down, I guess.
Alright, you're very tired, so your body feels heavy, so you fall back down and immediately pass back out. Br'aad and Velrissa?
Yeah.
You make your way to the graveyard. Your last moments here were fighting some strange undead creature. As you step back in the familiar place, you feel still almost off, a little bit shaky from that encounter. But you follow the path that you followed. It feels like months, it feels like years ago when you were last here. When you had first met Mountain, when he tried to kill you with a bear trap. You make your way down that path behind the actual cathedral, past the gravestones, down the small stone staircase, and you knock on the heavy wooden door. And a familiar old man, the gray beard coming out of the cloak as he opens the door. Oh God, not you again.
Hey!
I interrupt Br'aad. Excuse me, we have a very urgent request.
If it has anything to do with that goblin, I'm already not
No,
interested.
the goblin's not here. Our friend here, he's died. We need you to care for his body.
You want him to be scooped out now? It's kind of a rush.
No, no, no.
No scooping, please.
We just need you to hold on to him.
Oh,
Keep his body safe.
is this for the goblin?
No, this is not for the goblin.
No! Oh no.
Well, in a way, it is.
So you want me to hold on to the body for you?
Yes.
Obviously, that'd get kind of weird if you did it for a really long time, but no, just as long as you can keep him somewhere safe, where nothing will happen to his body, no scooping.
Perhaps in a coffin or something.
I can put him in one of my racks, but I mean, if that's what you want, I won't touch him. But
Yeah.
if you come back and that goblin's here, you're not getting a body from me.
Right, we won't return with the goblin, I promise.
That's
Alright. He grabs Stone out
fair.
of
Do you-
your hands very firmly and kind of just very manhandly like pulls him out and just takes him inside.
I hang on to him for a little bit.
Let go.
Yep.
Let
I don't right away. I let go a little.
go of the body.
Okay, I'm letting go of the body now.
Do you let go?
Can you give me a count? Can you give me a countdown?
Br'aad, please. Just let
Do you
go.
want me to take care of it or not?
Yes. Okay, I let go of the body.
Okay, he just very firmly pulls him off of you and then takes him inside. Then he comes up to the door and he goes, "All right. How long do you want me to hold on to your friend?"
It'll be no more than 10 days. I said no more than 10 days. It won't come.
10 days.
I hope it won't come to that.
10 days.
And what's in this for me? 10 days. What's in this for me?
Well, I have right here a I'm just looking at the things I have that I can give him. I want to give him that fucking random coin that I took like forever ago. But I'm trying to find out where it is. I have this legendary coin.
Wait, what coin?
Legend.
It's you remember that one time we stole
I remember.
or I bought that coin from a shop.
Yeah, he bought it. The shop that you guys stole the cloak from because he felt bad and he wanted to buy something, so he just bought a random coin off the shelf.
Gotcha. Okay.
This, and he picks up and he looks at it and goes, "And what do you want me to do with this trinket?"
Well, you see, it's very valuable. It depicts the story of, and can I do a perception check to see what's on the coin? Because I know
Sure.
it was something.
Actually, for this, it would be a religion check.
Oh. 14.
14. You don't fully remember what the story was, but you kind of just wing it. It has a battle depicting two mighty giant warriors who fight off the armies of the small people overnumbering them, like outnumbering the giants, but they still fight them off using their powers of might instead of their powers of numbers. It depicts
This
an
is
epic
the
battle.
legendary tale of two brothers, Big Bert and Bigger Barney. And if you haven't heard of them, legendary giant warriors because they were so big. And all those small people there, that right there is small Samantha.
Ugh.
I'm sure there's a statue of her around somewhere. This battle is practically history. I'd say it's part of history. It is history. This is so important.
Velrissa
This
gives
coin is so
Br'aad that
valuable.
kind of like what the fuck look.
It is probably worth about. Well, you guess first. How much do you think it's worth?
First of all, make a deception check.
That's a 14 plus 7. So 21.
21. He goes, with a story like that, I'd say at least 500 gold pieces. Wow.
Wow,
All right.
you've
You've got 10
that
days.
on the
Just come back, hurry. And he puts it in his pocket and slams the door.
I look at Br'aad.
I'm looking down. Damn, why did I give it away? It was so valuable.
Br'aad.
Wait a minute, was it actually?
I stopped Br'aad. Br'aad, no. Br'aad, we need to move.
I'll never know if I just lied or not. Okay.
So,
Wait, Jared. Wait.
Yo, what's up, dude?
You don't know? You don't
Oh,
know?
fuck, I'll never know.
Velrissa is like mind blown right now that he managed to
I'm
get away
fucking
with that.
dying. I could have bought a fucking diamond with that, and oh my god.
About 500 gold.
Br'aad,
Oh.
did he just
Yeah.
say 500 gold?
He just said 500 gold.
And you just handed it to him like that?
I just handed it to him.
Wow.
Let's move along, Br'aad.
Okay.
Can I see if Br'aad is what his condition's looking like? Like if he's pretty hurt?
Insight check.
I'm talking about like physically.
Oh, physically.
Yeah,
medicine check.
Yeah.
I thought you meant emotionally.
No,
No,
fuck
no.
his emotions.
Is he emotional?
Devastated. You don't need it.
17 plus 5, 23.
23.
22.
22. Doesn't take much. Brad's fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Like, he is absolutely, he's covered in stabs, slices. Like, it's no shock that he hasn't bled out at this point.
Br'aad,
Like, there's blood stains all over his garments. He is madly fucked up.
Br'aad, the next step we take is, for one, getting you patched up. You're not in any condition to be storming into somewhere right now.
No, you're probably right.
Probably right. Look at you.
Probably right.
You're covered in blood and cuts everywhere.
Yeah, but I've basically been running on adrenaline here, but I mean, Silnan's sort of safe, so I'm gonna just fucking fall over. Like, not like face first, like just sitting down.
Br'aad, we need to get you some help before we do anything.
You're right, but I mean, where? Mountain's still out there.
Well, we can't really save Mountain right now when you're in that condition.
At this point, Hilltree hopples up to you.
Oh.
Hill tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hug him.
Oh, that's a little too tight, right?
Sorry. Sorry if I got some blood on you.
It's alright.
Alright.
Hilltree, how are you holding up?
I miss Silnan.
Oh my god.
This is killing me,
Yeah.
bro.
I do too. Hilltree, we're gonna get him back, okay?
Are we?
We are.
Yes, I promise.
Alright. How we do that?
Well,
In what way?
for now, just stick with us, okay?
I have nowhere else to go. That was my only friend.
Hilltree,
That's not true.
we're your friends, Hilltree.
Uh,
I just don't want
right.
to sleep near you. Or anything.
That's fair. Alright. I have an idea.
You,
What's
you
that?
have an
Well,
idea?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
If we gotta get him back, we're gonna need more people.
Yeah, we are gonna need more
Yeah, that
people.
sounds right.
I have someone who might help.
You said you didn't have any friends, but Silnan,
He's not my friend.
he's not your friend.
No, he's my brother.
You have a brother?
Oh, I have many brothers.
Stone Rock.
No.
I know.
Where is he?
Oh, he's gonna be somewhere down there in the underbelly. That's where he works.
Then we should go there.
Yeah.
But we need to get Br'aad patched up before we do so.
I'm doing okay. I can do it.
Br'aad, you're not.
I can make it.
You are not doing okay.
Br'aad, you look
No,
worse
I'm
than I
good.
do.
Oh, fuck.
I will cast a level 1 cure wounds on him for now. That is a 6 total.
6 healing?
Yeah. This should hold you over for a little bit.
You're right. I feel so much better. Let's do it.
No.
I look
You
the
don't.
same
You
as
don't feel
before.
that much better.
Yeah, I know.
don't feel that much.
This is only
A
temporary.
single cut on my fucking forearm heals up.
But wait, where's Taxi? Where's Mountain?
Well, Mountain is, I think, kidnapped,
Oh no.
and Saxy is in jail.
Oh no.
But no, it'll all be okay.
Hiltree, we're working on things one at a time. Taxi's he almost sacrificed himself for us. We wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for him.
I like that cat.
Aw.
Stop
He's-
it. Aw.
He's quite a good cat, yes. He's a good friend too.
I like the racist
Quite a good
undertones in this
cat.
praise.
Yeah. It's all great though.
He's done some things today that I don't know if I can forgive him for what he's done.
What'd he do?
He hurt people,
Well, we do that all the time.
innocent people, people who didn't deserve to be hurt.
Oh. You mean like Sylvan?
Oh,
No, dude.
Oh, I gotta cry again.
Sorry, Hiltree.
We'll get him. We're getting him back, Hiltree. Okay.
Right, yeah.
We're all getting him back.
I trust you.
Alright, Br'aad, we need to get you patched up. Do you know anywhere where there's a doctor or anything?
Aren't you a doctor? You do healing spells.
I mean, I can see what I can do. Can I medicine check him and see if I can patch him up a little bit?
Well, you don't really have the components to properly heal. You could stop bleeding for sure, but he's not actually bleeding that bad at this point.
Okay.
He tapped out a magic.
This is nothing a quick breather can't fix.
There's those priest healers over the castle.
Right.
Yeah, fancy
No
churchgoers.
no more castle stuff until we have to. I'm sick of those guys putting me in jail.
Me too, bro.
Well, Dominion did say that we're off the hook for right now, but I still
For
don't.
right now.
I still don't know if we're welcome there anymore.
Well, I'm getting kind of sleepy. We haven't napped in a while. Quite tired.
Yeah, if you just give me, I'll just catnap all this all these wounds closed.
Well, shall we rest somewhere?
Where we gonna rest? It's kind of just dead people over here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel super safe here, does it either?
No, not really.
After earlier.
And then you left my body there too.
I'm sure that's fine.
Do you
Really
think we
smarmy.
could You think we could go
I
back?
actually, yeah. In that case, I just want to take a rest right here.
A short rest.
Yeah.
All right. You guys go ahead and you sit down, take a short rest, resting by some of the gravestones.
Okay.
Taxi. You have been drug all the way through the castle, all the way past the grounds into the actual castle. The entire time, the eyes have all been on you. Nobles looking at you very, very judgingly. People scoffing in your direction as you're drugged by. You're led down to the dungeon, and you're tossed in a cell. And as the gate slams shut, and you look forward, you see sitting in the cell right across from you, Jaquois.
Oh yeah.
He gives you a small smirk as he's sitting on his what would be a bed, just basically a plank of wood chained to the side of the wall. Gives you a small smirk as your gate shuts. Fancy meeting you here.
Ask him what he's in for.
What are you in for? Just kidding.
You actually asked that?
No.
Please do.
Jaquois looks at you. He actually gets up at this point. He walks over and puts his hands against the door. He wraps his actual hands around the bars. So why have they thrown you in here now too?
I suppose I deserve it.
Have you finally learned the error of your ways? Have you learned the evilness behind that king? Corrupt fat bastard. He scoffs as he steps back into his cell, further back towards the bed.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about? He sits back down onto the bed and he looks down at the ground. What do you think? I've spent many years by his disgusting side. Brendan should be there. That man is no king. He's just a loaf.
Well, I'm stuck down here for a long time, I suppose. Feel free to pitch a candidate for new king.
Brendan. That man knows the city better than anybody else. I mean, he's the only one who understood me. The king has no care for people's feelings. Just their pockets.
That's all you wanted. Why did you harm us? Make enemies of us?
Because you worked for him. You trusted him. You were out to rid me of what I've worked so hard on. That's when he looks back up. Do you know what that king's done to me? Done to a Brendan? Done to the city? He's brought in nothing but darkness wherever his fat feet land.
All I know about Brendan is that he's a shit father.
Father? What's that supposed to mean? Brendan doesn't have kids.
Yeah, he does. Well, probably. To my knowledge.
What a save.
I just wouldn't know much myself either. The king killed my father.
My father's a dick.
My father's dick? What?
My father's dick?
You might have not put. You might
This
have
is
not.
not the time for your sick fantasies.
You might have not
Taxi.
picked up on the A in that sentence.
Stop shouting your cravings.
Can I continue? Sorry.
My father's a dick.
Much better.
At At least he still breathes. My father was unrightfully taken from me.
Why would you expect
Because-
me to believe what you're saying?
Look at me. I have nothing. There's quite literally nothing here for me. They've locked me away. He's learned of my distrust, and soon he'll learn I'm not Buffrimon. He'll learn it's all an act.
Why are you telling me this?
Venting, I guess? How you say it in your common tongue. I have nothing else. They threw me away.
Well,
I'm stuck here.
if you, you know, you could have chosen to be kind to us.
So why would I do that?
Maybe you wouldn't have ended up here.
Why would I work for the man who killed my father?
I
The
mean,
man who unlawfully took his life because he learned his dark secrets. To wipe away his past, he took my parents away from me.
I never said you had to work for the king.
You think I wouldn't want to drive a dagger into the back of anyone who takes his word as law? After what he did?
I don't know, Jaquan. I'm sorry. I'm barely listening to you. I have a lot on my mind. But
Who doesn't, locked in a place like this?
I don't know. I think we were supposed to trust you, and you ruined it, and that got you here. Really?
I wanted to trust you. Dunin was
Silnin's
an
gone.
old friend of mine. I suspected as much. Those kind of things happen when you work for a man like that.
Silnin's gone because of the people under Brendan's men. And almost because of you. Silnin is now dead.
I don't know what to say about that, friend. You picked the wrong side. You think I wanted this? He stands up once more. You think I wanted to take lives? Wanted to be a hero when I was a kid. I still think I am one. That king, the villain. Brendan may not be quite the hero himself, but his ideals are a lot more there than his.
Heroes don't kill people.
In your stories they might not, but in mine they get their revenge.
Listen, I don't know. We're stuck here now. There's nothing we can do. I hope my friends succeed.
I hope your friends see the error of their ways. I hope you learn who that king really is.
I don't care
Maybe you
about the king.
understand.
I don't.
Look, I'm sorry. I never wanted Silnin to die. I've never wanted anybody to die. I've done what I had to.
All of you are evil. When we resort to fighting,
Look where you are now. What did you do to get here, I wonder? Did what you do was good? If it was, then why are you here? Where do you stand calling me evil?
I may not be any better.
At the end of the day, we're both sitting here rotting in cells that look identical.
But what I do know is it could have gone a lot different.
So what are your plans for Silnin?
Me? I don't have any. I don't know what's going to happen here. I could die in here. Maybe I'll see him on the other side. I don't know what's going to happen. For now, I'm just going to rest, collect my thoughts, and focus on healing my broken mind, so that I don't make the same mistakes I did all my life.
Well,
I'm definitely not going to sit here and swallow and pity myself.
from the sounds of it, we both have a common goal, do we not? He squats in front of the bars and looks directly at you. What do you say we get out of here? Go our separate ways. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to be allies. You don't like me, I don't like you. But we've helped each other. We've worked together and get out of this castle and go back to the goals we have set in mind.
My friends would never forgive me if I let you get out of here. Thanks, but no thanks.
Your friends may never forgive you, but will you forgive yourself? What if Silnan never comes back? What if you weren't there to help them when they needed you? Look, I know I'm no saint. I know I'm not the hero I dreamt of as a kid. But I can give you my promise now. I won't touch you. I won't touch your party. I won't touch Silnan. And I won't touch his crazy brother. You've let me out of here. I go back to finding ways to take out this king and bring back my father's name. You go save your friends. And we forget this ever happened.
Am I shackled?
No.
I don't need your help to get out of here, Jaqual. And I have no reason to help you. My friends are strong. And they don't need me to succeed.
That is your choice. And then he crosses his arms and just leans against the wall of the cell and averts his eyes from you.
I'm going to sit down, cross my legs, close my eyes, and meditate.
What is up, fellow gamers? It's your boy Grizzly, and I'm doing a mid-roll, so come listen to me. Hey guys, sorry for that. No, I'm not. There's probably some hot, spicy individuals listening to us live right now. How are they doing that? Why, I'm glad you asked. It's because we're on Twitch. Twitch.tv/JRWI show, where on Friday we've started premiering the episodes 2 days early. So like this episode, episode 20, and last episode were both premiered live on Twitch. So if you're into that kind of thing and you want to hang out with us in the chat and other people, come join our listening party on Fridays at 8 p.m. EST. Twitch.tv/JRWI show. Woo! That's probably my favorite announcement. I ain't even got to do the rest of the mid-roll. Fuck this. Anyways, there are of course other ways you can interact with us and communicate with us, such as Twitter, Reddit, and Discord. Twitter's pretty simple. If you want to follow us or tweet at us or even tweet art at us, you can follow us at @JRWI show or use the hashtag JRWI. That's hashtag JRWI, yo. You know what I'm saying? Now, Reddit is also pretty neat because on our subreddit, we're going to start having discussion threads for every single episode. So there's already an episode 19 discussion thread, and after this one goes live, there will be an episode 20 discussion thread. So if you want to go somewhere and only talk about the episode and nothing else, because on Discord we kind of get off topic sometimes, head on over to our subreddit. That's reddit.com/you guessed it, JRWI show. It's not actually r/you guessed it, you get what I'm saying. Moving on. And then, of course, there's our Discord where, fucking talk to us. We get a lot of cool fan art there, and you can submit item suggestions. Please only submit cool ones, because we get some pretty, broken ones that don't actually work. But there's cool people there. We hang out a lot. We talk a lot. We're in VC a lot, and honestly, moving on. You don't get my fucking feelings right now, bro. That's at the end of the mid-roll. You gotta wait till the end. Please don't forget, if you want to, rate us on iTunes and, whatever platform you use. Leave a like on the YouTube videos. Everything like that helps us out a lot, and we really appreciate it. Also, Die Hard Dice. Use the code JRWI to get 15% off. No, real talk. This will probably be the last time we mention Die Hard Dice in the mid-roll. We might meme it here or there in future episodes, but for the mid-roll, this is the last time I'm going to say Die Hard Dice! Use code JRWI to get 15% off! Woo! Hell yeah. Now that's a victory royale. Thank you so much, Die Hard Dice, for hooking you guys up. They really hooked you guys up. We got hooked up, but you guys got the real hookup. And we are so thankful for them for being our first sponsor, and we love them. And we hope you guys show them some love too. Speaking of Die Hard Dice, the giveaway is ending on Friday, which if you're listening to this on Sunday, you missed it, because we're announcing the winner of the giveaway on stream, and then we're going to contact them after stream. So that'll be cool. Congrats to whoever the winner is. I'm going to end this mid-roll off with shouting out the patrons, but before that, thank you guys so much for all the support. The support lately has been fucking wild. It's been crazy. We've been getting more comments on the YouTube videos, and we read every single one. The Discord has been popping. It's just lovely. I love you guys so much. This is the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. I hope we continue to improve and deliver the best story and the best fucking experience you guys have ever gone through with D&D. I know that's asking a lot, but we're trying here. We're really trying. Anyways, it's time for me to shout out the patrons. But with the Patreon, we've decided to only shout out the patrons every other episode. And on top of that, there's actually a super special character in this episode by the name of Tristan Blackwood. Thank you to Kuro Kumagawa for submitting that NPC and actually pledging $40 to be able to submit that NPC in our campaign. Thank you. It really means a lot. And there will be future NPCs that are submitted by patrons. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, $20 on Patreon a month will get you a name for an NPC in our campaign. $40 will get you an actual character that you make into our campaign. So thank you, Kuro Kumagawa. You a beast. What the fuck? You're amazing. And now, I'm going to shout out the rest of the patrons. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you to the following patrons: Ethan Taylor, Kuro Kumagawa, Jacob Archer, Divinator, Trash, Lynn Farrell, McChex, Oathkeeper, Samantha Dawn, Ryan Loves Megan, oh good for you Ryan, Ethor Haraldson, Jay Newell, Nicholas Singleton, Kaladi, Ronan Agnew, Jacob Hodgson, Gil Lopez, Zona Pop, Shay Payton, and read this if you're a nerd. Thank you for your support. We love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Mwah.
What'd you say about me?
Said you have a nice penis.
Even though you know what the fuck I do for
The
this
word around the
podcast?
office is you got a fat cock.
I got a fat cock too.
They showed us that at
We're gonna
work,
get together
bro.
sometime.
Don't
I
finish
used-
it. Don't finish
I
it.
used to work at Target, bro. They
Rub
showed
our
us that
fat cocks
video,
together.
bro.
So, picking back up, after Taxi lays down for a rest in
Short.
his newly found cell. Shut up. please keep that in. That was great. Please keep that in. We're
I'm
gonna
sitting,
cut
by the
back.
way. Bad DM.
Shut the fuck up. We're gonna cut back to Velrissa, Br'aad, in Hilltree.
Yeah.
About an hour or so has now passed, and you guys come out of your short rest. You guys have just been sitting there leaning against some of the nearby tombstones, just taking a breather. Br'aad, even though you have healed some HP now, you are still injured. Sitting down for an hour does not save your injuries. You feel less winded, and you have a bit more vitality to you, but you are still very injured. So keep that in mind.
All my wounds are closed up, and I'm ready to go.
And look at Br'aad. Br'aad. No. You look just as bad as you did before we rested.
Just as Br'aad.
Just as Br'aad.
God damn it.
I don't feel bad. I feel Br'aad. What do you say we
Finger
go
guns.
rescue Mountain?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where we're going first? Go see Mountain?
Oh, I think
We're
we.
gonna go see Mountain and get him out of maybe a sticky situation.
I think we should go see Hilltree's brother. I mean,
Well,
Oh,
he's
I
down
heard-
there as well.
well, yeah, but
So we can go see him as well if you want.
let's make that priority number one. He seems like he knows.
I warn you now, he's not friendly.
Not friendly.
Yeah, he kills people.
Oh.
Well, so do we.
We all
I
do that a little
guess.
bit.
Well, yeah, but he's real good at it.
Yeah, well,
We're not.
Okay.
Excuse you?
Will having you around make him any different?
Nah, probably not.
Does he not like you?
He doesn't really care about his family. He likes money, likes coins, shiny.
I mean, you do too.
Yeah, but he has more than I do.
Right. Well, let's go see him.
and what can we get out of your brother?
Well, he can fight with us, help us get Sylvan back.
Oh, stop.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Poor Hilltree, man.
All right.
Poor Hildred.
And you guys head down towards the underbelly once more, out of the graveyard. You climb down that same familiar rope ladder. As you head down it, you can still see the stains of Stonen's blood soaked into the hemp. The smell of iron still
Ugh.
quite strong here. But you make your way down, and you're back in this path, in the sewers. Br'aad, you remember it all too well.
Mhm.
Even you.
Yeah. I don't love this place too much. Let's find Mountain and get out of here.
All right, but where would he be?
That's why
Um.
I suggested we should find your brother. Maybe he's seen him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, he's probably like this way, and he points down one of the runways and starts hobbling down it.
Okay.
I follow.
1 second. So you guys follow suit. He sends you down several different twists and turns. You end up actually going pretty deep. You several different pathways through some small archways, down different sewer tunnels, different runways, up some scaffoldings, back down other ones through some iron gates. It's a maze of a place you're completely unfamiliar with, but Hilltree seems very comfortable going through. You get to a portion where it seems to be, at one point, it was probably a dungeon of some sort. There are several rooms on each side, all of them with a black iron gate, and just an inside cell. There's a bed, some hay. At some point, this was just a very deep down below dungeon for probably the worst of the worst criminals. But as you pass by now, you see that they're inhabited by just criminals, people who have used this place as a home. You pass by some of the people, you look in to see what they're doing. Most of them are just very mundane. Some people are putting clothes on. They kind of like look at you awfully as you pass by. Some are, unequipping armor. They're just, doing very simple, mundane things. A few of them are kind of a little bit more. Maybe this one guy, as you pass by, looks like he's carving into something, and you hear a very wet sound you don't really like to hear. So you don't really focus on what it is. You don't want to know. But you pass by quite a few of these cells going down. There's several different hallways of these cells. Whatever this place used to be, it was large. And eventually you stop at one, and he goes, "All right, I think it's in here."
You want to take the lead on this one?
Not really.
Uh,
He's scary.
let's just go in
How
together.
scary could he possibly be? And I open the door.
All right, you go to open the gate to the cell, and it's locked. And as you rattle on it, a very angered, disgruntled voice comes from inside. It's something you just woke him up.
Eh. Who's there? Hey, it's me, Condi.
Jared, this is a weird voice for you to be doing. I didn't know this was your range at all.
Are you Hiltree's brother?
He walks up to the door and he opens it. It's like, who?
Hiltree. This one right here, and I point to Hiltree.
Oh, Hill closes the door.
Hold on.
Wait, no!
Edges it back open. What is it? I feel like I went way too fucking. Oh, this voice is gonna be hard for me.
I like it.
We need you, brother.
You need me.
Yeah, your expertise, your smarts.
I mean, you got that part right. I mean, second to none. But, well, you know me, Hiltree. I don't just help people.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
What do you need from me anyway? Why are you down here?
Oh, well, my friend died, and I'm real sad about it. And
I can't do shit about that.
well,
I killed people.
Right. We know people down here who could possibly bring him back. The problem is getting there and getting them to do it. At this point, he's kind of he's like slowly just going behind Velrissa with every word, kind of like staying guardedly away from his brother.
What is your name?
The name's fucking what's it? The name's Brambleshank. It's a pleasure, I'm sure.
Right.
Kind of turns around.
My name's Velrissa.
Yeah. What is in it for me if I were to help you guys? What do you? I don't do business for free.
Well, what exactly do you do business for, money?
What else? Nothing
I
like
don't
a little
know,
bit
what
of
else?
shiny to No, literally. What else? Just. Just gold. That I only work in gold.
What kind of numbers are we looking at? How much is sufficient?
How much are you offering?
Well, how much do you want?
Well, how much are you offering?
What's your usual payments like?
Depends on the job.
We're just asking for you to escort us.
For some reason, I kind of doubt we're gonna be just escorting.
Well, you're escorting us, lending your knowledge.
50 gold.
50 gold.
50, and does that have to be up front?
Yep.
Right, Br'aad, do you have 50 gold?
10 gold.
What do you think I am, Hiltree?
Hey,
Hey,
He's right.
not cool.
nah, he's right.
Alright, what if
45.
we don't have anything quite like that?
Guess you're shit out of luck then, aren't you?
Yep, closes the door. No.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
I'll tell you what. You come with us. I bet these people were trying to sort of force their hand here. I bet they'll have plenty of gold. So we'll give you some up front, and then whatever we find down there, that's all yours.
I mean, I do like the prospect of gold.
There could be.
Yeah, gold is good.
There could be way more
But-
than 50 gold down there.
Maybe like
I'll
60
go no less
gold.
than 25 up front, though.
5 up front.
Five up. What do you take me?
4 up front.
Listen, you come to my house on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Wow, I'm happy for her.
No,
Okay,
you come into my
20
house and you insult me with these prices.
Well,
I got 10 gold. I can give that.
Will that work?
Well, no, I'll pitch in as well. You said 25.
you're gonna have to grease the wheels a little bit more than that.
Br'aad, how much?
Br'aad,
Okay, well I have
It's really
Brownies.
quite a shame that you literally didn't take anything off of Slim's body.
well, I didn't want to like fucking steal from my own brother.
Fuck, I mean, I don't think
I
he
don't,
cared.
I don't think Velrissa would loot Silman.
That felt weird for you.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right.
Come
Fuck
on,
it,
pitch
and
in.
I throw in 15 more.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
25.
Listen, bro, he's worth it.
Okay, I believe
He looks
you, I
down and he
believe
counts through the gold. Everything seems to be in order here. Alright. What is it we're exactly doing?
you. Oh,
Right.
I mean, you
well,
didn't really explain a lot of that.
But you've.
Big bag cultists.
Oh, cult, right, those guys, yeah.
You've already agreed to help us, so.
Well, of course, I mean, you have my sword, but,
First of all, have you seen a
And my
have you
ass.
seen a little mountain dwarf walking around here?
No.
afraid not. Yeah, no, I was gonna say no matter what, because I kind of just assumed.
Right. Well,
Afraid
we're
not.
kind of looking for him.
I mean,
Well, if he's alive and he's still down here, he's probably not gonna be this far in.
I imagine if he's down here, he probably went to the pit.
do you know your ways around here?
Then
Know it like the back of my hand.
please take us there. Then.
Oh fuck, that's new. Looks to the back of his hand. The fuck is that?
All right. I mean, yeah, let's go. And he leads the way back to the pit.
All right.
Okay.
You guys make your way a lot quicker this time through more shortcuts back towards the pit mountain. We're gonna rewind time a little bit here. This isn't happening at the same time. We're gonna go back a little bit. You awaken. You've had a short rest. So you can use as many as your hit dice as you like to heal. You complete your rest. You sit up for a second. The pain is still kind of there, but you feel a lot better. As you look around, you're still in the same storage room. The orcish human sitting to the barrels next to you. You get a better view of him this time. He actually, on his back, he has almost wielded like a backpack. Just these two leather straps that hoisted up onto his back. This large wooden keg. As you look down, the entire actual upper body, fully shirtless, unclothed. There are a lot of scars going up the forearms, across the chests. And then simple brown leggings tied together like with a small piece of rope like a belt, and then just thick wooden sandals. He sits on top of one of the barrels right next to you, and he's been kind of keeping his eye on you while you sleep. He's the only one in the room as you awaken, though. And you look around.
You.
Me.
Yes, you.
Oh, yeah, me. That's me, yes.
Yes, where am I?
Yeah, you're still in the pit.
Right.
You were resting. You took quite a few blows there, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I realize that. I'm feeling a lot better now. I think it's best I go find my friends. But
Hey, slow it down. And then he reaches onto his belt strap and pulls off a metal tankard and just reaches behind him and fills it up with the keg on his back and hands it to you.
oh well, I guess I could stick around for just a minute. And I grab the tankard from him, and I drink it all down in one gulp.
Right, there you are. First off, what's your name?
Go by Mountain.
Mountain. Straight to the point.
I guess. You?
They call me Ugarth.
Ugarth.
Hey.
Interesting name.
It's from my father. He flicks one of his lower bite, sort of like his tusks that go up. You know, the angry one.
Yeah, I can see. What is your business down here exactly? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
Well, recently it hasn't been as steady as we like it to be. Me and Tristan as well. He's the fellow I was in here earlier. He's out there right now. He puts his thumb over and points towards the door. We were working under one of Brendan's men, who's since been locked up.
Ooh, you mean Jaqua?
Yeah, that's the fellow. But obviously, him being in the slammer makes it where we don't get as much pay. So we've been kind of stagnant down here.
Well, I could see how that would hold things up.
Aye.
Listen.
More importantly, what were you doing down here, Mountain?
Well,
it's a scary place.
Among a few things, trying to rescue my friends, also trying to recover my locket from the orc that they were carrying away. I'm not sure if he had it, but one of them had it.
Orc?
Still has it.
Which orc? There's not many of them down here.
Blue orc, big hole in the chest.
Oh,
dead.
Sock.
Yes, I assume.
Sock's dead?
Well, I mean, he had a big fucking hole in his chest. I would assume so.
That won't last long. He'll be back up by tomorrow's end.
Are you thinking clearly? A hole in the chest? He's dead. He's gone.
Sock's not like me or you, kid. He's, more resilient, let's say that. Brendan has a little, following way back there, and he kind of once again nods his head to the opposite direction of the door, deeper into the sewers. They have easy ways of bringing back people from no longer breathing. And let's just say Sock's an special exception.
They bring them back from the dead?
Aye, yes. And Sock there has a gift. He has been given a natural resilience to death.
Well, isn't that just convenient?
Almost like a snap of the fingers, and if they know how to, they can bring him right back up. No time, no setting up, no money, just he's back.
Is there any way to kill him, like, for good? I mean,
Sure.
what if you chop him up into little pieces? Can he just come back from that?
That might work. This escapes me. I don't know much about that magic shite.
Yeah, I'm not one to delve into that bullshit.
Anyway, let's get you up on your feet. We can go talk to Tristan, and I suppose we'll get you out of here.
All right, let's go. My equipment, though.
Oh, it's sitting over there in the corner. We had to doff you just so we could actually wrap those wounds properly.
No, I appreciate it, Ugarth. I really do. And I move over to the corner and start putting my armor and stuff back on.
All right, that takes a few minutes. So you start to don your armor, put it over the shoulders, reclipping it, refitting it to your body. Takes a couple of minutes. At this point, Br'aad, Velrissa, and Brambleshank, you accompanied by Hilltree, make your way into the pit. It's just as rambunctious as it usually is. People throwing each other back and forth, makeshift tables being knocked over, tankards being slammed into each other, cheering, screaming, fighting. The usual sort.
Well, if he's down here, he's gonna be down here. I guess. Have
Fuck,
at
I
it. He
think
goes to a
Mountain,
bar to grab a
Mountain would
drink.
love it here, yeah.
He goes and grabs a drink and lets them do their thing.
All right.
Well, where do you
Thank you. Bye.
where do you suppose we should start looking?
Well, I mean, I would think in any large fight,
Or possibly around
or by any alcohol
yeah,
whatsoever.
around any alcohol would probably do it.
Probably just where the alcohol is. How is he not dead?
I don't know.
I'm serious. I don't think I've ever seen him just not. Can he be sober?
I don't.
Does he? Is he like a shark? How it has to keep swimming?
I don't
If he
recall.
stops drinking alcohol, does he just die?
I don't recall seeing him sober.
I think it's a special ability. What do they call it? Alcoholism?
the legendary power. I've heard of it in my text.
Oh my god.
I don't think I
Anyway,
can
he's-
even
he's
get that
probably
spell
at
to level
somewhere.
5.
Mountain. Hello? I don't know where he is.
Good effort. I'm gonna start asking around if they've seen a drunk aggressive. dwarf.
Okay, so like nearest person to you, or just who? Just do you look around?
Nearest person to me.
All right, nearest people to you is gonna be just a table of people who actually aren't fighting or freaking out. Just 4 guys sitting there, all enjoying their drinks. They seem to have like a very jolly conversation about a recent heist of some sort.
I kind of stand
fun.
behind Br'aad.
Okay, I walk up to him.
And then the wench says to me, "Oh, can I help you?"
Well, I want to hear what did she say?
Well, it's none of your proper business, is it?
What? Well, I have to know. I gotta get the payoff here. Are you serious?
He stands up and just faces you very intimidatingly. You looking for trouble, elf?
No, I'm actually looking for. Well, sort of. Yes, but his name's not Trouble. His name's Mountain, and he's a really short, very aggressive, very, very, very drunk dwarf. Have you seen him?
You mean the one that got dragged in a few hours ago? Oh, he was proper fucked up.
I step in. Right, do you know what he was drugged to?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. And he sits back down and starts enjoying his drink again. It's up to me to decide whether or not I tell you.
So what did the wench say, though?
Well, and he looks back to you again. I'm not sure at this point. I don't quite remember the story too well. But I can tell you what this fellow here says. If an elf doesn't stop bothering him, he'll slit his feckin' tongue out. He pulls out his dagger and he slams it into the table.
Can I
Okay.
slide a gold piece onto the table and say, "Can you just let us know where he was drugged off to?"
He picks it up in 2 fingers, flicks it around, and then puts it, and then attaches it again in 2 more fingers and looks at it. Back storage room behind the bar. The one furthest over there, and he points to the one at the opposite side of the circle.
God bless you, Velrissa.
Alright, thank.
I'll get out of my sight.
I
I
kind
was
of
ready to start some
I
shit.
kind of push Br'aad along
Oh, there we go.
and start walking over in that direction.
My tongue is too hard. You couldn't cut it out anyway.
I grab Br'aad and try pulling him.
I'll eat you.
Hiltree hobbles along behind. Wow,
Oh
Br'aad,
my
that was impressive.
Yeah, I know.
You should
I
have showed
know.
him.
I showed him. He coughed up that information right away.
Yeah. And then you guys move through the crowds into the back, and as you're approaching, you see standing in front, sort of keeping guard on the door, is just an elven man. I've already described his appearance before, so I won't do it again. But this elven man, just standing, leaning against the side of the door frame as you approach.
I walk up to him. Did you happen?
And why do you think you're going?
Did you happen to have a small mountain dwarf pass by here?
Is he a friend of yours?
Yes.
Alright. And he knocks on the door and goes, Ugoth, dwarf's got friends. The door opens and Mountain comes out, still kind of like finishing up, popping his boots into place and tying the buckles in, or like just pulling on the leather to make sure they're nice and tight as he hobbles out.
Mountain!
Br'aad! I walk up and I just immediately shove him back.
Oh!
Should I make a roll
Is
for
this
that?
how people greet in your
Like
culture?
shove as in like you're pushing him really hard, or like
Yeah.
okay, sure. Make a strength check versus
I'm
his.
confused.
Make
Just make a strength. Just make a strength check, and then Br'aad make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Hit it big.
18.
No.
4, bitch!
Br'aad, you fall on your ass.
What the fuck were you thinking, going down there facing Brendan on your own?
At this point, the entire bar, like the nearby area here, all stop, like just dead drop, and they all stare over at you guys.
And then the wench said to me...
Br'aad, I'm serious.
And
What were you thinking?
Mountain.
What?
Yeah,
Probably
We
don't
have-
throw that name around here.
we have a lot of things have happened in a small time.
What do you mean?
Ugarth steps out
Where-
as well, and him and Tristan come up and he goes, not here. This is not the place to start commotion. We need to move before you start trouble.
Let's go. Where's the cat? Where's Silman?
We can explain everything later.
All right.
No, Silnan,
Yes.
did you say? And he goes, wait a minute. And he looks over at Br'aad and goes, Br'aad fucking Vengalore.
That's me.
God,
know
I
this
haven't
man.
seen you since you were a teenager.
Yeah, I had a really weird phase or two.
Yeah, you have a tattoo now, and that it kind of looks like a.
No? like a cool magic symbol gifted to me
Sure,
by
yeah,
an
right,
almighty
okay, let's-
deity.
Let's move on and let's talk about this in private. And he picks Br'aad, he picks you up off the ground and starts to help you guys through the crowds. Tristan
I guess
following behind as
Brambleshank's
well.
gonna take notice that they're leaving and fall behind. I mean, he was
Alright.
hired.
You guys step out of the pit. You move down one of the small nearby runways where it's a bit more private, and you guys just regroup there.
All right. Somebody explain to me what the fuck is going on.
Well,
How do we...
first of all, can you explain what exactly happened when you were down here?
Fought some cultists. They were carrying big blue orc guy, and
Oh, yeah, I got him good. Did you see the hole?
You did that?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. But
And then
Thank you. I
and then
tried.
what happened?
I beat them all triumphantly. But
Got this sweet-ass necklace off him, too.
this what?
I got this cool bling.
Br'aad, show that to me
it
now.
looks... Yeah, sure.
Br'aad,
Show
this
it
is
to
my
him.
locket. This is how did? And I just hug him. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, I...
What do
I
you
saw
mean?
it
It's
and I
fine.
saw it and I knew. Anything, I did it for you, Mountain.
Okay. Well, that doesn't explain what happened though.
Well, I was waiting for your explanation of how you ended up down here.
I just came down there, fought some cultists. I beat them triumphantly,
Lost.
of course.
Bro!
No, he lost.
Holy shit,
Ugarth
Mountain.
steps and he goes, he lost.
Okay, all right. These guys helped me out. They bandaged me up and let me rest.
Right, I wasn't
Now,
buying
hold-
anything you were saying anyways.
Let's take a quick second here. Br'aad, once again, good to see you again. Doubt you remember me. Me
Great
and your
to see
brother.
you. Nope, I
We
don't.
ran together for quite some time. But if I remember correctly, through the amazing grapevine that is this shit of a runway, you are the ones responsible for my boss going to jail.
Would your boss be,
The French
That-
bastard, yes.
oh... I mean, how do you feel, before I answer, how do you feel about that?
How about you answer first?
How
Since
about-
asked first. That's, common sense. Come on.
Indirect? Well, yeah, we did it.
No, the king did it. He imprisoned him. We have no way to imprison anyone anyway.
How would we do
That's
that?
It. Don't end of the conversation. I was just asking. I'm not going to kill you.
Sure fucking hope not.
Well, that's
Enough
good.
killings happened around here. Down here, business is business. Coin is coin. You lose a few, you gain a few. That's how it works. I'm not going to think too hard about it. Tristan over here might get a little upset because he's poor, but
Well, look, I've got 8 gold on me. It's all I've got. Split it between
Don't.
you.
don't worry about it. Your life, we're not here to. We didn't save you for the coin. Although most people around here would.
Well,
we
look, you
mostly-
lost your boss, I lost my brother, I'd call it even.
You
Bro-
what?
Alright,
What?
this
Where did he go?
He...
mountain.
Oh.
Silman died.
What?
Silnan.
Yes.
Someone's dead.
Oh,
Fuck.
That's why we came searching for you. We were hoping you didn't meet the same fate.
We're
Who-
trying
I
to
was-
bring him back, and that's
who
why
killed-
we're here.
who killed Silnan?
The blue orc? He
Sock.
gets really angry.
Yes.
Sock, that bastard.
But I got him good, so you don't have to worry about that.
No, you didn't. He's back.
But listen,
He'll be
What?
back.
Ugarth mentioned
man-
that they can bring him back. That they bring Sock back and do some magic bullshit or whatever. Do you think
Are
maybe
you fucking kidding me?
we could use that on Silnan somehow?
That's why we're here.
How did you fucking know about this?
Br'aad.
Oh, well,
You explain.
Sylvan talks to me in my mind.
Okay,
This is
not-
beautiful.
He's
I've only
not-
had one tankard. Just I swear I'm not this drunk. Am I hearing you right?
I
I'm gonna need some more.
I'm
Yes,
not
I do.
I'm not quite believing it as much as I should, but according to Br'aad, Silnan spoke to him from inside his head.
Right. I go ahead and just pull out the unlimited flask and just drink it for an ungodly amount of time.
Okay, stop
Make
when
a
you
constitution
believe
saving
me.
throw.
Fuck.
Okay.
Somebody stop this man.
I'm gonna say stop when you start believing me.
15.
See, you don't get very drunk, but you definitely feel it.
Okay.
You're mildly tipsy.
All right. I'm good. So, Silnan talked to you in your head, even though he's dead.
Yes.
And where is
believe him.
Taxi?
Tao.
Taxi's
He
in
is
jail.
in jail.
Again? That fucking cat. What did he
Yeah.
do this time?
Crime.
He murdered
And
two-
crime doesn't pay.
No, he murdered 2 innocent people. And
And got caught.
gravely injured another.
You at least get paid.
Imbecile. Who's this? Where did he come from? This goblin.
That's my
Oh,
brother.
this is Grumble Shark.
Grumble Shark?
This is
What a fucking name
Fair
on
name.
you, buddy.
Fair name.
this is
the name is
Hilltree.
Bramble Shark.
This is Hilltree's brother.
Bramble Shank. It's Bramble Shank.
You fucked me up. Slime.
Yes, I fucking did it.
He really is Hilltree's brother, bro.
That is not impressive when it comes to me.
Oh my
Anyways.
god, I'm so glad.
Well, all right, Bumble
It's
Shark.
Bramble Shark.
I don't know why you're here,
Yeah,
but
he's my
Okay.
brother.
your brother.
Hey.
Okay. So
He kills
Also, they
people
hired
real good.
me.
He does the real good when it comes to the kill.
Yeah, you want to see
Dead.
me do it?
No.
Not right now, please.
just hold on to that. We're definitely gonna need that later, and I'd like to see it, but not right now. What do we even do
alright.
from here?
I have a plan.
Let's hear it.
we get fucking revenge.
I like it. Let's do it.
I'm in. I'm so in. Where's this blue orc?
He's gonna be deeper down. There's, how do I explain this? It's a little confusing for your first time here. These tunnels, they don't stay under just the wharf. They stretch further into Ingress. Brendan himself isn't even actually here. He's off somewhere, probably more closer to northern Fiecta. But there are ways to travel these very, very quickly.
Do you know of these ways?
Well, of course. But I'm just saying that if we want to tail behind, if we want to take out Sock, and when I mean take him out, we need to do more than just kill him.
And not for a date.
I'm gonna cut off his head, and I'm gonna fucking take it. Keep it with me.
I'm gonna hit him real hard.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cut off his head. I'ma fuck it. I'ma fuck it. That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was like,
I
whoa.
honestly thought that's where it was going too. Honestly, it was like, damn.
No,
Okay.
listen.
Iltree wants to fuck it, he can.
The thing here is if we're to follow behind, we're gonna be leaving the wharf. Is there anything else you all want to do here before you leave?
Probably save our friend.
Yeah, I think we need to
Yeah.
get taxi before
How many
do this.
So the exit's right over there.
how many days about do you think this whole operation's going to take?
To get there and back to do the operation as well, I'd say, at least maybe a week.
Right.
It's worth
Oh.
A
it. Do you
week.
know where they do this bringing back the dead bullshit that they do?
Yeah, I know where the temple is.
And how
Is it
far?
close?
How far
if
is
we-
that?
It's going to be about a 3-day travel just to get there.
Okay.
We only
How long do we have before it's not gonna work? I mean, will it always work?
we have
We
10,
have
10
10
days.
10 days. Mountain.
10 days. Okay. Well,
So Silman has to come with us.
I think we have to save both of our friends now before we can venture off. But
How
we
exactly?
might need your help getting to this weird revival fucking place. I don't know. This confuses me.
We're going to need quite a few things. First off, we got to break your friend out of the slammer.
Easy.
It can be. You think that's where we should start?
I think that's our
I think
best bet.
get
honestly.
him, get Silman,
But-
and get out.
I think
But the better question is, who here is allowed in the castle? As it ain't me.
I don't assume any of
They
us
don't.
are at this point. We are all kind of considered,
They don't like
enemies.
my ugly mug around there.
but do we have any
But
way to
not,
get this
but,
stealthily?
but I am.
Because
and
I look
and
at Brambleshink.
I can climb walls,
Bram,
but I mean,
Brambleshink.
That helps, but Taxi can turn into a little fucking scorpion and just walk out. See him do it a couple times. If we can just
Well,
get a
okay,
message
that's
to him
going to be a little
to
bit
leave
harder.
and come with us.
Well, I'll tell you if I see him on my shift as a
yeah.
guard. And then I turn into a
Oh,
guard
no.
and
Oh,
make a
no.
wow face
Br'aad, you do realize we are on the
and gesture
thieves,
at
the
the
thieves'
others
den.
for a applause.
Alright, here. Tristan can come with you. Tristan here comes with. You go in as a guard. Let's see. Bramble,
Aye.
you can stay nearby. You know, do what you do best and keep an eye out. If things go sour, you know.
why don't
what to
I
do.
pretend you guys are prisoners and then just take you down?
That sounds horrible.
Okay.
That is no.
Please.
Current plan sounds
I already
fine.
don't
I've
like
done
your
this.
plan.
Br'aad, no offense, but me and your brother have done this one too many times. Now, you go in as the god. Tristan here with you will dress him up as a god. He's an elf. He'll probably pass pretty well. We'll have, once again, Bramble will go somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out if things go sour. He does what he does best. Mountain, you're with me. We will stay nearby. I actually have a wagon of some powder that may or may not be explosive.
Sounds like a good fucking time. Let's do it.
If things go bad, we're the force. We blow a goddamn hole in the side of the place and get him out forcefully. That's final step. That's if needed.
I really like this guy.
Devil, not quite sure what you should do, to be honest.
Right.
What can you do?
Well, I can keep everybody.
Crowd.
I could keep everybody alive.
I would say you're probably with us then. So if things go sour, we blow a hole in place and you rush in and you do your Healy magic shite.
Right.
Like I plan everybody else, it sounds like it works.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
Let's do it.
Alright, so first things
something
first
paid.
is we got the Tristan here to look more like a god, or at least somebody who belongs in the castle.
We could take out a guard, strip him down naked, hog tie him, and take his clothes, just put him on Tristan, and it'll be perfect.
No.
Okay, well, do you have a better
How
idea?
about you, Br'aad? I know you're talented when it comes to making people look different. How about we give Tristan here a nice little haircut, maybe a bit of a shave.
You want me to give this man a
Make him
makeover?
look,
Oh.
maybe make him look a bit more uppity.
And
More
not like a fucking
fabulous.
clown. Please.
Like a
Mm,
clown.
I don't like not like a jester. I mean like a noble. You know, the elves that walk around, their hair's pulled back and very fancy. They got the clean shave going on.
Okay.
Make him look like one of them.
That I can do.
That way he can pass with you as a god and into the castle.
Alright.
Now, a few more things here. Bramble,
Aye.
what should be the call? In case things go sour, what should the call be?
Car. I got car.
You're gonna caw.
Yeah.
Okay, like what kind of bird?
Sylvan
Give
used
me
to
an example.
call. And
Oh
I
no, Mr. Eldad. Oh, why'd you have to bring him up again?
fucking.
Oh.
Sorry. I hug Hilltree.
Come on, just give me one. Just a simple bird call. Something that we all can hear now so we can recognize.
Hawk. He emulates a hawk.
Let's hear it. Wow, that was so good.
Wow.
That sounded
Whoa.
like a real eagle.
That's crazy.
I mean, that works. Don't know how the hell you just made that noise, but impressive. So, you keep your eyes out. If things go bad, you make that call.
Look, I can
when
do it
we hear
too.
that call,
I hate
when
you.
we hear that call,
Wow.
we will blow the hole in the side of the wall, and we will brute force it. But only when we hear that call. Other than that, plan goes smoothly. And as for you down on the floor, make it noticeable when things go south so we can get that call from Bramble.
Will do.
Alright, so let's start. You get Tristan looking nice. Mountain, Devil, you're with me. Let's go get that wagon set up. Bramble, wait until it gets a bit darker out before you scale the wall. And, other goblin, I don't know what you do. I can be here.
Hilltree's more of a...
That works for me, you're with us, alright. And then they head off.
Gamers,
Tristan walks over
let's
to you,
get that bread.
Br'aad.
No.
Tristan walks up to you and he goes, alright, well, go ahead, I suppose.
Oh god.
What the fuck was that? Was that you rubbing your hands together or you just fucking just slapping me in the face multiple times? I'm not quite sure what that
No,
audio cue
that was my little fucking rubbing my hands.
like
together.
ski, like a little scheming.
My little scheme.
Alright, so I'm gonna
thing.
need you to make a performance check with advantage.
Oh God! All right. That first roll was a natural 1.
Holy shit.
You have advantage, so
The
don't
second roll
worry. Was it natural? Two?
isn't much better. No, it's an 11 plus 7, so 18.
18. All right. You pull out your kits. You give him like a nice clean shave. You cut some of the hair, pull it back into a few braids. It looks decent. As you need, you can get him to go. You kind of just cover him in like a basic robe.
Do we have a mirror?
You don't have a mirror.
Okay,
No.
it looks great. It looks so good.
That's Br'aad's
I,
real magic.
Oh, I'll trust you on that. All right, so me and you, we're going in now.
You ready?
I guess you lead the way. Yeah.
You sure?
If things go south, I can back you up. But let's make sure it doesn't go that way.
All right. You sure? You pumped? You amped?
No,
You ready to
but-
go?
If there's money involved, I'm in.
Okay, Sure, just like steal something on the way out or something.
Works for me.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Lead the way.
All right, I lead the way.
All right.
Shank follows.
Mm-hmm. At this point, it's getting kind of close to dusk, so the sun is starting to set. Taxi, you have awoken from your long rest. Not long rest, short rest. My bad. Short rest.
During Taxi's short rest, he said a prayer to Nula. And he said,
Dear Nula.
Today really sucked.
also, I want
Go
to say
ahead.
it's going to be a super bad day if an eagle flies over the sky today during the whole thing.
Oh fuck yeah.
So during his short rest, in his head,
Mhm.
Taxi said a prayer to Nula. And I said, Nula, please forgive me for all that I've done. Today, in this cell, in this godforsaken wharf, I vow to do exactly what I set out to do and protect the life around me. I hope I make you proud, and I hope I make my mother proud. And then I finish my short
Alright.
rest.
At this point, Velrissa and Mountain, you guys have pulled a horse-driven wagon by 2 horses up to the side of this would be the western wall. As he stops the horses and gets off the wagon, he starts grabbing the kegs of black powder out of it and starts setting them up next to the
I
wall.
move to help him.
I also help.
All right, you guys just grab the keg and you start moving him against the wall,
But I grab 2 at once.
and put him in just. Okay.
But I'm more of like kind of supervise, so rather than physically helping.
Right. You guys begin setting them up. Hiltree kind of just watches because he can't even lift the barrels. He kind of just sits in the wagon, just kind of like he just kicks his feet and just watches. Bramble, make an acrobatics check.
So which dice do you? That is a natural 20, actually. First roll of the day.
You with your amazing immaculate skills when it comes to climbing, almost like just ape-like with your swings, just fully natural, like it's just in your blood. You start grabbing this footholds and little notches in the sides of the wall, and you begin scaling up. You get on top of one of the guard towers up near the front of the gate. You're basically, the top of the tower comes to a triangular point with a small pole coming off the top that has a flag with the wharf symbol. You're basically up on top where that pole is, hanging off of it with one hand and one foot and just staring down at the castle.
God,
From
that's
this-
so cool.
From this eagle eye view, you can see, currently you see Br'aad and Tristan, as they're approaching the castle, look to your left and you can see just barely the wagon down the way on the western side of the wall. And this is where you decide to take point.
Yeah, I sit there and take watch. I watch Br'aad and Tristan very closely.
All right. At this point, taxis, anything that you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's me, Goku.
Stop.
God, that's an old meme. That's an old one.
no.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I gotta answer the door.
Fuck, my pizza's here.
Fuck, my Goku's here.
Yeah, I'll stand up and walk over to the bars and look at Jahua. What's he doing?
Jaqua, currently there's a bucket of water and he's kind of just splashing the water onto his face right now. He's pulling his very long black hair. He's kind of just pulling it back and keep it out of his face now that his hairstyle is very well unkept. At this point, he's kind of just splashing water and pull it off of his head. That way it's kind of just pulled back very, not nicely, but enough. He doesn't really seem to be paying any attention to you.
Jaqua, it was hard for me to really talk and hear what you were saying. But if you'd like to tell me about what the king did to your father, or why he's so corrupt, it might do me good to know.
It's a long story. I was but a boy. I once again had dreams of being a hero. I was always fond of silver. Weapons made out of it, armor made out of it just the way it shines. I had dreams of one day wearing a silver mask and saving people from evil. My father even made me one. It was beautiful. He spent a lot of money on it, but he wanted what was best for his child. He took good care of me. And I learned later, when I woke up that night, the pitchforks and torches outside of our house. The villagers dragged him out of bed. They beat my mother. I remember they tied them up to those nooses in front of the whole town to see. I don't remember much from that night except for the look on my father's face. He pleaded. He asked him, Rigmond, not to do this. That was his last words before the noose tightened. He was gone. I only learned later the reason why. I ran away. I had to stay with my uncle for a bit. He taught me that Rigmond is a twisted, corrupted man. The only reason why he actually owns this wolf nowadays is because he killed the last one, the last proper king. He was in his court, one of his nobles, one of his right-hand men, and they had an argument about whether or not the wolf should industrialize. He saw dreams of mechanical horses and these steam-driven contraptions doing the work for us. Some bizarre utopia. The king saw through it and told him it was absurd. It was unimaginable, it was unfeasible. He didn't have any of it. He poisoned him that night and took heir to the throne. He even kidnapped the king's children, so there were no heirs left. What happened to those boys, I still don't know.
Your father was meant to be a king?
My father wasn't meant to be the king, no. But he learned about this after King Rigman. After he took the throne, my father was one of the few who found it odd. In the same night, not only does the king die from a little bit too much wine, but all of his kids go missing as well. It was bizarre, it was not normal. My father learned the truth. And he was killed for it.
So, you think Brendan is fit to be king, do you?
I don't fully know, but Brendan has more heart than that king does.
What is Brendan like?
I came back from staying with my uncle. I had to change my name, so no one recognized me. I was hoping that no connections were ever remade, and I found Brendan. He had the same story. He told me about the king taking away his father, and the king taking away his kids as well.
Oh. Wait. What did he say about the king taking his kids away? Why? Why would he do that to Brendan?
Brendan's, his woman was not his woman. It was one of the king's many wives. He's got quite a few of them still nowadays, but he mistreats them. He uses them as trophies. Brendan fell in love with one of them and saw past just physical beauty. And when the king found out, he had her killed and forced the kids away from Brendan. He punished Brendan for it.
So,
in fact, that's why the king wants his head so badly. He wanted Brendan dead, but Brendan escaped. He's lived his life underneath the city, building some sort of riot against this king.
But listen, so when you said Brendan doesn't have any kids, it's
That was
because...
a bit of a lie, I'm sorry. I didn't want to dive into his secrets. He's my friend after all.
But Brendan knows he has children.
He does, yes.
He kidnapped his son.
Well,
And Silnan lost a pinky.
I can't say I agree with Brendan's actions, or I know why he does them. I just know what we talked to with each other, the struggles we've been through under Rigman's wrath. He twists people. He convinces them with riches to do things for him. He says he'll give them what they want. He just uses them. He wants the city to be powerful again. He wants it to have that same... He wants that dream of his to come true. But it can't. But he refuses to believe. He thinks it's still possible.
So, be honest. Don't lie. Is Brendan a bad man?
I wouldn't say he's a good one. He spent years trapped underground, hiding. He spent so long trying to find a way to make things right. I'd be lying if I said he wasn't mad. He's gone off the deep end for sure, but his heart is still good. Unlike the king's never had one.
Taxi sits on the floor, speechless in a way, just completely dumbfounded.
At this point, we'll switch over. Br'aad,
Yeah.
and you're accompanied by Tristan. You approach the gate. You are disguised as a guard. A guard out of uniform, though. You're not wearing any armor or anything, but you dress yourself up like a guard that would be off duty. So we're just wearing basic barrack garments. Something you crafted together using pieces of brown cloth.
Okay.
As you approach the guards, they quickly take their spears and they cross them together as you approach. State your business.
Good evening. I'm just turning in for the night.
Why aren't you wearing your armor? Whenever you leave the castle, you're supposed to be donned.
Sorry, I'm new here. The king's been hiring a lot of fellers recently.
Fuck you,
Deception
slime.
check.
Okay.
Deception check with advantage for that beautiful accent.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Okay, good, because my first roll was a 2, so that's 15 plus 7, so 22.
The guard nods. He goes, "Well, initiate. Remember to never leave the castle unless you're properly equipped. And why were you escorting this noble?"
Well, I was just taking this here noble down to the noble convention.
Oh man.
Tristan steps forward and he goes, "He means the library."
Sorry, again, I'm new here. Where I'm from, we call libraries noble conventions.
He can't read. And the guard kind of nods. He goes, "Understandable. All right, you may pass." And they move the spears and the gate opens.
Thank you. Have a good evening. I tip my non-existent hat. Okay.
You guys waltz into the castle. Tristan kind of leans over to whisper. He goes, "All right, are you taking lead or am I?"
I'll take the lead. I'll take the lead. I know where the prison is, or where the jail cells are. So.
All right.
At least I think I do. I go over to where I saw Jaquaa pushed into the.
You guys step into the castle. As you do, you see Dominion very far off down the carpet talking to the king. The king seems very infuriated. You can't fully make out proper sentences from this far away, just words here or there, but he's screaming and he's very unhappy. You hear words thrown around like cat, devil. You hear racial slurs, mutts.
Huh.
That's rude.
There's food coming out of his mouth the entire time while he's screaming as well, just going all over the place.
All right. Is it crowded or not at all?
Not at all. There's not really anybody around. So you dive to your left and into one of the nearby doors. It's just a simple wooden door with a circular iron handle. You pull it back, open up, goes down a spiral staircase, and you are in the dungeon.
Cool. Are there any guards down here?
Yes, there are two that are walking back and forth down the hallway of cells.
All right.
So wait, is it inside the castle then? Like, can I even see? Can Brambleshank even see?
You can't see this part is now, but I need you to make a perception check.
Me? Perception?
Yep.
Oh, it's like 13 plus perception is 5, so 18.
18. So you that's just a general roll for you to kind of like listen in and just hear for any commotion that happens. Just keep your ear out now that you can't see them anymore.
Okay.
So still keeping your eyes out, occasionally looking around for any weird occurrences going on down below, but you mostly just have your ear out and listening.
All right. So there's two guards walking back and forth. Do I see Taxi from where I am right now?
No. You can't see into the cells. You can see into the two closest ones, but they are vacant and the doors are open.
Excuse me, friendos.
As you do that, Tristan goes, "Oh dear gods." And then he, with his arms, he crosses them across his chest and with his hands makes these weird symbols and he steps backwards into the nearby shadows and just completely disappears.
Did he just do a Naruto move?
Basically, he just
yeah,
crosses his
might
arms
as well
across his
be.
chest and makes these weird, almost like, in Br'aad's perspective, he makes almost like tiger claws with his hands as he steps back and then just disappears into the shadows.
All right. I
Oh.
try and get both of the guards' attention.
The guards both stop and they both heel turn to face towards you and then they click the spirits and they go, there's not supposed to be any watch rotations at this time.
Yeah, I know. Listen, fellers, just help a pal out here. I was recently enlisted on the guard squad. King's been asking for sort of a lot of new men here, and so I'm just sort of hanging in. I'm really new to the place. I'm just looking for my quarters, and somehow I ended up down here. And I want to gesture for Tristan to move on past them.
He's in the shadows, so he cannot. The shadows don't go reach that far. There are torches lining down the hallways.
Oh, it has to be in the shadows?
Yeah, he went into the shadows, and he kind of just... I mean, you motion towards where he is, but there's no response. You can't even see him at this point.
All right, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeehaw! And then I cast Charm Person.
Okay, which one? Go to the
Both.
left or the right, just pick one. You can target both?
Yeah.
Okay, so first one is a 12. Second one is a 9.
Neither are gonna do it.
They both kind of
Yes.
the one to the right. He goes, oh, of course, the quarters. I can show you. They're actually not in the castle. If you'd like
No,
to go.
now listen up. I was just pulling your leg with that. I heard some rumor about some sort of cat person being held down here. I ain't never seen one of those. Could you maybe show me the way to that?
Oh yeah, the Jaguar is over here, friend. You can come see him.
Jaguar sounds exotic.
Jaguar?
And they kind of just walked you down the hallway to the very end 2 cells. And on the left one, onto your left, you see Taxi. Onto the right, you see Jaqua. They seem to be mid-conversation as you approach.
God, this is working out better than I thought it was.
I thought it was gonna go to shit.
I
Oh.
was really expecting this to go.
Taxi stands back up.
Here you are, friend. Here's the cat that you wanted to see so badly.
Thank you, fellers. Seeing a cat like
No,
this
oh,
has
I'm
got
happy
me all,
to help. Happy
has
to help.
got me so emotional. I'm tearing up. Would y'all mind leaving me alone with this one for a little bit?
Oh, of course. You need some alone time. Yes, we can.
Yes, please.
can-
Thank you so much.
Yes. He goes, come on, let's go upstairs. We can have a drink. Have a little break. We deserve it.
Thanks. Hey,
Yeah.
have a good night, fellers.
They both begin stepping up the staircase.
Leave this rodeo to this one.
And then
Taxi,
you hear
I'm
the
here to
last
bust you
steps.
out, dude.
You hear the last step as the door above shuts, and you immediately drop the you drop the accent.
Yeah. Taxi, I'm here to. Oh shit, sorry. Taxi, I'm here to bust you out.
I run up to the bars and grab them. Br'aad. Br'aad.
Taxi, that's my name.
Br'aad. How?
A little southern hospitality.
No, you. I'm glad to see you. But I mean, how are you gonna get me out of it?
Well, shit, sorry. I'm stuck in this voice now. I don't know why. I brought a friend here that might be able to help, and I gesture at the shadows where nothing is.
Tristan steps out and he rushes over, and he sits down and unravels a small thieves' tools kit onto the ground. He pours out lockpicks and starts working at the gate. At this point, Jaqua behind you pipes up. It's good to see you, Br'aad.
And not not again. And not so much to see.
Br'aad,
Jaqua, how's it been in jail?
Not well.
Good.
Man, he's hardly been there a day, I just realized.
Well,
Yeah,
you just
he's-
hang in there. Maybe someone will bust you out eventually too.
Br'aad. Do you
I
have?
feel like you should be more amped. We're busting you out of
No,
prison. It's crazy. It's this whole
I'm-
big heist thing.
I'm very happy. Br'aad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
At this point, the gate gets picked open, and Tristan opens it.
I didn't mean what I said back there. And I'm sorry too.
I'll put my hand on Br'aad's shoulder and
Bring her in.
pull him in for a hug.
At this point, Tristan moves over and starts working on Jaqua's gate as well.
Wait, hang on.
Br'aad. Jaqua.
Yes?
I look to Jaqua.
Aye.
when you're free from here, I'm not going to stop this man. I would ask of you to, no matter what you do, be that hero. And if you don't harm us, myself, or Br'aad, and the others, I have no blood. I'm willing to forgive you. I think,
What the fuck happened in here?
Br'aad,
He goes, taxi, listen to me. I understand that Silnan needs your help. And you want to bring him back, don't you?
I look at Br'aad, back at Chakwa. Right now, I think I would do anything.
You still have that ring he stole from me.
Br'aad? Do you have that ring?
No. The king was hanging on to it.
Is it on Broad's finger right now?
Yeah, it should still be on your finger.
Do I see it?
Yeah.
I'll grab his hand and pull it up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We do. Why?
That has a lot more meaning to Silnan than you might understand.
Well, then we better sacrifice it.
What?
And that symbol on the ring, look on the inside of it.
I take it off and look on the inside of it.
That right there, that's the crest of the Bangalore.
Oh.
That's your family crest. Those rings, the one I wear and the one Sock wears, are going to be for you children.
What the fuck?
It brought it so much to explain.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll it.
Well, I dropped
Die
it.
hard
It was-
dice.
Die hard dice. Don't drop them. 17 minus 3, 14.
He's telling the truth. He seems to be very, very, serious about this. There's no lying, there's no deception, there's nothing quirky about it.
Br'aad, he told me a lot.
I
I would love to tell you all of it as soon as we get out of here.
didn't need
Br'aad.
more fucking things to be confused about, but we can
Br'aad,
deal with this
listen
later.
to me. At this point, the gate opens. Tristan opens the gate, and he bows to Jaquan as he steps out. Jaquan, he goes, listen to me, Br'aad. Your father did not leave you on his own accord. You may believe me, you may not. At this point, it doesn't matter to me. But know your father, deep down somewhere inside of his mad head, he still loves his sons.
We should get going. We should leave the castle.
Right,
Okay.
Tristan, he looks at you and goes, Tristan, you're with me. I'll pay you well. And then they both step out first, start walking up the staircase.
Jaquan,
Alright.
Yes.
I want to believe in you. I do. Because I've lost my mother. And I know God, it's terrible. Just whatever you do right by your dad. Be that silver hero. And
No
please,
matter what happens,
don't kidnap my
Take it.
friends again.
I'm taking my revenge. That's what's in my head. You are good people. I didn't expect this. Not from a tabaxi. Especially not from Br'aad, but remember me. If I'm not the one who kills that bastard of a king, I hope it's one of you. Then him and Tristan turn and they dart up the stairs.
I'm giving Br'aad a hug.
I turn to Taxi, I give him a hug too, and I'm also like, what is even happening right now?
Br'aad, I'm so sorry. I start crying.
Oh,
Br'aad, I'm a terrible person.
Taxi.
Br'aad,
No, you're... No, you're not, am I?
Not to me.
Okay, you hesitated a while, but I'll take it.
Honestly, I don't know a lot about you guys. But you out of all of them, I don't know, I've never had a friend like you.
That's good.
I
That could
really
mean
haven't.
any number of things.
I've I had Oriana for a while. She left. She's leaving. And
Oh.
no.
No,
And
I'm just kidding.
I had a friend once, but he lied to me. And I don't know. No one's ever been kind and stuck around, not judging me, and forgiven me. So thank you.
I probably wouldn't have been able to do. I probably wouldn't have done a lot of things today if I'd never met you. So thank you too for teaching me to sometimes, I don't know, think a little.
That's a goddamn shock. One day I'll teach you how to double your speed. Right now we need to get out of here.
Let's do it. Let's double our speed.
I definitely don't, but I'd like to try and... I'll, actually... Br'aad, can you
Yes.
still look the way you did?
I was born
he-
like this.
No.
He hasn't changed
Sucker.
appearance. He just
I
changed
thought
accent.
he
He
dropped
just-
his...
he dropped his
oh, he
accent.
didn't?
No,
Okay.
he just dropped the accent. He just dropped the physical appearance.
Br'aad,
Yes.
I'm going to be a scorpion. Please don't step on me.
Okay, I'll really try. I told you.
Like you
I
said,
won't step on any scorpions.
I'm going to crawl into your pocket. We're gonna walk out of here,
Okay.
okay?
Let's do it.
That'll boy. I'll wild shape into a scorpion and crawl into his pocket.
No worries, I see lots of these down south.
Scorpions
All
can't
right.
laugh, but he totally did.
it's a horrifying noise.
Okay,
So-
I walk up the stairs.
You head up the stairs. As you do, sitting, you see the two guards that were down there, both of them with a tankard in hand, currently being scolded by an upper guard. You see, with much more regal-looking armor. And as the door swings open, and they both look over towards you, and they're like, "He's right there. That's the new guy." The guard looks at you very peculiarly.
Yeah, that's right. What seems to be the problem over here?
The problem is that two of my men stepped off their duty to have a drink, and they're saying it's because a new guy told them to.
Is that... Listen, I'm sorry. I haven't really figured out all the customs around here quite yet, but why don't they just get back on their posts?
Oh yeah, sure.
I
they
do
can now.
agree. I think they need a spanking or three, but I think what's more important is making sure that darn cat down there doesn't get out.
I think what's more important, and he steps past the men, is for you to learn your place, initiate. You don't command men. You obey my orders.
I make sure to stay out of arm's reach, and I say, "Yes, sir."
He goes. He steps a little bit closer as you try to stay out of arm's reach. He goes, "And you will be reprimanded for this action.
Understood, sir.
Now get back
I step
to
back a
your
little
barracks."
more. I have a thing about touching.
Oh my god.
Get back to your barracks. We will discuss this later. What's your name?
Yeehaw.
Oh my god! You! Fuck!
Alright, Private Ha. You'll be cleaning the shit stalls by tomorrow morning.
Understood.
I wanna fucking die!
I'm fucking dying.
Why is this still working?
No! Okay, just fucking continue. Keep going. I'm done.
Alright. And then you step out of the castle. As you look up, you see Brambleshank very high up. He's just almost like a green speckle all the way up there, but he's definitely still keeping an eye on you.
I give him a little thumbs up.
Alright, and then you head your way out of the castle with Taxi in your pocket. As you step out, as Bramble climbs down and the two of you regroup with the fellows at the wagon. That's where we're going to end this episode.